We have with us today from Lawrence Technological University, Mark Brucki. Mark, give folks your new title or relatively new title, please.
Yes, I'm the Associate Vice President for Economic Development.
Okay. Well, we're talking about economic development today and Lawrence Tech's role in it. Recently, as of 10 days ago, Lawrence Technological University has signed the Detroit Regional Talent Compact. That's an equity-driven initiative led by the Detroit Regional Chamber's Detroit Drives Degrees program. Mark, tell us a little bit about what the Regional Talent Compact is and why Lawrence Tech signed it.
Great. Well, thanks, Matt and Mike, for having me on today. And Lawrence Technological University did sign into the Detroit Regional Talent Compact Agreement. We really welcome the acceptance into this group, and really we're committed to increasing that post-secondary rate attainment of about 60%, reducing racial equity gap by half by 2030. And the overall Detroit Regional Talent Compact is a group of organizations, mainly universities and educational organizations, but also industry partners that have the same kind of goal. And so Lawrence Tech has had some very, very successful academic and lifelong learning programs for a number of years. And now that we are at a stage where we've really proven these programs are successful, and we have structured a pathway from high school to the university to lifelong learning through professional development under the leadership of our new president, Tarek Soap, we have decided to really coalesce these programs into an innovative pathways initiative, and really start reaching out and making sure that we are part of these local and regional and statewide initiatives to really gain momentum with these programs.
Yeah, one of the things I tell people about Lawrence Tech is that people know, for the most part, that Lawrence Tech, from its founding in 1932, pioneered nighttime and weekend education. And it was the kind of place where someone would go who had some college but no degree to finish that degree, or if they had a bachelor's degree, they would go there to get an advanced degree. So we've always been in the business of helping working people attain educational credentials. And now we are more and more getting into the business, while we maintain that focus on working people, of getting more and more young people involved through these early programs. Mark, talk a little bit, if you can, please, about our dual degree and early college programs that we've started really the last 5 or 8 years or so with a bunch of high schools around the area.
Great. Yes. Well, Matt, you're correct in the fact that, Lawrence Tech was established 1932. We meet students where they are. We help students gain access to technological academic programs. We guide students through a lot of their academic and really personal success. We provide these pathways for them like really no other university, including very high paying starting salaries and salaries that are very like the region's highest alumni salaries 10 years out, according to a recent study. And so it really provides students with a very nice what they call economic mobility pathway. And so, yes, we've always focused in on that adult learner, but over the last 20 years, we've really morphed the university and transitioned the university into a full-fledged residential campus, full degree programs. But we know that tomorrow's students are not the same types of students today. For us to continue to provide STEM-based curriculum and students that are graduating with STEM degrees to meet employer demands, we really need to really attract a greater audience of students. And and with shrinking populations and all sorts of economic impact areas, it's just a sheer nature about being able to take these programs that we've had and really start moving them down further and further into the educational system. So we've had, for a number of years, we've had a dual enrollment program. And now we have a dual enrollment program with some 45 schools. And it's been very successful. Over the last 2 years, we've gone from 250 students a year to 1,000 students this year. Our goal is to add 1,000 students per year to reach 5,000 in 5 years. But then also from a dual enroll or from an early middle college program, we had the very first dual enrollment or early middle college program with Detroit Public School District in the city of Detroit a number of years ago. That is moving us into, I think we have 3 or 4 other early middle college programs that will launch this fall. And that program is really a very unique program. As a 9th grader, you start in on this program, and it's a 5-year program. And not only do you graduate with you graduate high school, but you also graduate with a certificate and an associate's. And then in the first year that you're here at Lawrence Tech, you earn an associate's degree. So it really starts helping graduation rates and career pathways for students and families that they really have never, ever experienced before.
And it also makes college substantially more affordable for these kids too, right? Because they are halfway to a bachelor's degree after 5 years of high school, in essence.
Well, not only, yes, for the early middle college program, plus the dual enrollment programs. Yes, the idea here is that you could literally move out, again, from the early middle college, you have an associate's degree your freshman year, in essence, at Lawrence Tech. In the dual enrollment program, you could attain something very similar within 2 years at Lawrence Tech. And so it really takes the whole 4-year college program and can reduce it down to 2 years. And so that is also a very attractive element for students to get in and their families to get in on these programs early on, and so that they have a better chance of getting out into the workforce sooner.
So how do we get the word out about these programs? I mean, part of that's my job, right, as the marketing guy.
Yeah.
But I mean, how are we getting the word out?
So we are active. So earlier or last year, we formalized a program called the Innovative Pathways Initiative at Lawrence Tech, or IPI. And it's a comprehensive approach that shows how the students can go from this dual enrollment or early middle college program to the university level, and also to professional development, or maybe from a high school area to certificate or some other level of workforce to product or professional development, always leading back into some level of lifelong learning or a degree program. So there's a lot of on-ramps and off-ramps. And so we are creating a marketing program and a promotional program about that. Our Vice President for Enrollment Management, Lisa Kajawa, is always on the phone and contacting the high schools, and just by the sheer word of mouth for the success of our programs, we have a lot of our high schools and teachers even contacting us to find out more and more about this.
Okay. Now talk a little bit about the component of this for working adults too.
Sure. So a year ago, January 2022, when Dr. Soap became president, we reformatted and relaunched our professional development program with really a focus on skills-based learning. And really that that theme is true across the university, not really degree specific. A lot of interdisciplinary focus for our programs, because employers really want skills. It doesn't matter if you're a mechanical engineer, electrical engineer, really need the skill set. So we're really focused on skills. That translates into what is it that the industry needs from a skills based. And so we're creating programs that are really skills focused. One of the early ones that we're looking at, that we've launched over the last year, is really leadership skills. Coming out of the pandemic, we offer a leadership certificate from Lawrence Technological University. Been very, very successful. We're adding on other programs. We'll be adding like an electric vehicle certificate program in the coming months. But we also have integrated specs School of Broadcast and Media Arts into Lawrence Tech a couple years ago, and we really used that as a model to now offer it under specs at LTU, where we are offering, you know, certificates in broadcast and media arts to not only working professionals, but really students coming out of high school. So it's really helped us diversify our product offerings and our service offerings, and really grow the, what I would say is, you know, why people would look at Lawrence Tech, because they can, you know, basically it's a one-stop shop. You can get everything here.
Right. And Specs Howard is a one-year program, right? But it's very, I would say, vocational focused. And then we encourage but do not require the students in that program to pursue additional education at Lawrence Tech, because we've got associate's and bachelor's degree programs that they can dovetail into.
Correct, and that's really helped us craft our this Pathways program, so that yes, it can stand on its own, but it also can dovetail into our media and communications programs, and also our graphics programs in the College of Architecture and Design. Same way with our leadership certificate. You can earn credit by completing the leadership certificate. You can earn credit towards an LTU MBA program. And so that's the other component that we're baking into the mix here, is the professional development or certificate programs. The micro credentials are stackable to be able to go on to get other more formal degrees.
And we've just got a couple of minutes left. I did want to mention also that you talked a little bit about our latest college. We now have 5 of them, the College of Health Sciences. So what's in there?
Yes. So, yes, we announced a couple months ago the LTU College of Health Sciences. And so this is an outgrowth of our nursing program, our physician assistant program, our cardiovascular perfusion program, and it now focuses in on really a combination of growing health sciences, such as our like occupational physical therapy. Those are being planned, but it also has elements of from a business aspect. So healthcare management from like the College of Business and IT, that's integrated into the college. And so you'll be hearing a lot more about that as we establish those academic programs, as well as what I'd say is like research centers and institutes around that.
Okay. Well, Mark, if people want more information about these programs, I know it's ltu.edu, but is there anything specific about these particular programs?
Well, just you can go to ltu.edu/PDC for the Professional Development Center, and also look at our Professional Development Center offerings.